Aloha, healthy home.
Aloha, welcome to Oahu, Hawaii.
This is incredible. It is our last day here in Hawaii, which is pretty sad, actually.
It is sad. We've had an incredible time with our Healthy Home family. This is not a green screen. This is actually what we're looking at. We're looking over Waikiki. It has
Amazing.
been a wonderful time with our Healthy Home family.
Yeah, we've been able to share laughs, share stories. It's been really impactful. And we're also hearing incredible insights from the top leadership here at Healthy Home.
Yeah, we've spent, not just have we've been on a snorkeling tour.
Yeah.
We've gone to the beach. We've had a ton of fun, but we've also had really meaningful events. We had an opportunity to recognize people for their incredible achievements here at Healthy Home. And then in addition to that, we also heard from our top diamonds yesterday. And there was really a theme. It was all about do not give up.
Yeah.
Know what your dreams are, know what your why is, and never give up. And there were tears, there was laughter.
Yeah,
it was really a special event.
It was excellent. And for everyone that earned this trip, that's watching this live in Hawaii, congratulations. A ton of work goes into being able to achieve a trip like this. And we are so thrilled, so proud of all the hard work that you put in. And if you're not here, put in the work next time. We're going to do trips like this again.
Every year we do this. Passport to Paradise.
Incredible places. I mean, places and doing things you'd never imagine doing, like swimming with turtles.
Yeah, it was awesome, amazing.
Dressing in all pink and dancing the night away.
We did. We had a pink party last night, and everyone was in all pink to celebrate balance. And we had karaoke, we had dancing. You name it, we had a pink cupcakes, and it was a great time, a fantastic time.
It was awesome. And we wanted to give you a little taste of what we've been experiencing here. So, Steve, you actually filmed a pretty good keynote.
Yeah. I wanted to share the same thoughts. We really wanted to kind of give you a taste of some of the things that we were training on. So we're going to follow this little clip up with something that we recorded, really about kind of that same thing, this idea of don't give up, follow your dreams, know where you're going. It can really change your life. But we've also had some fun promotional announcements as well.
We had a great promotional announcement, and we want to tell you all about it. So we are, and this is a good one. And the reason we know it's good is because when we announced it, there was the audible,
everyone went nuts. They went nuts. Yeah.
It was awesome. So this week, double FOB.
Double FOB. And you guys know what that means. Healthy bonus, usually 20%. You are now going to get 40% healthy bonus on every new person that you bring into Healthy Home. Really, why? Because we want to empower you to go build your business. New blood, new customers. That's really the lifeblood of your business. And we want you to kick off this week with us in Hawaii. We wanted to return the favor to you and to really allow you to get your business going with a double healthy bonus.
Absolutely. So be sure to tell your teams, start sending out the text. If you don't see them on this call, you know they're not on this call, make sure that they are aware. You're going to want to take advantage of this promotion. So with that, Steve, I'm going to actually turn it over to you.
Yeah, let's go to the clip. But before we do, again, mahalo. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. We miss you live from Hawaii, and we can't wait to see you on the next one.
Aloha.
I want to talk to you about Santorini, Greece. If you've never been there, it is this beautiful island with these whitewashed buildings. For those that have had the pleasure of being there, it's a beautiful place. But I want to share a story with you that I thought might help you in kind of your journey here at Healthy Home. When you get to Santorini, and we did this for our launch last fall. So a lot of people on this call are part of that trip, and hopefully this brings back fond memories. And kind of a funny thing happened during that trip. And when you get to Santorini, you take this lift, and this lift takes you hundreds of feet up into where kind of these cliffs are and where the community is, this whole Santorini community and these beautiful buildings. And we spent a wonderful day there. We walked around, we took pictures, we had a beautiful dinner overlooking the whole sea, and it was absolutely stunning. It was a fantastic time. Now, we went to go back to our cruise ship. And to get back to the cruise ship, you have to go down the lift, and the lift uh, takes you back down to a little harbor where it takes a boat back. Get on a boat and takes you back to the cruise ship. So we'd been doing this. Now we went to go back to the lift, and the line to get on this lift was incredibly long. It was like Disneyland on steroids. There was absolutely no way we were going to be able to wait in this line, make it down the lift, and get back to the cruise ship in time. And if you've been on a cruise, they're very strict. And when they say you need to be back by 9 p.m., you need to be back by 9 p.m. So here we were on the top of this city. We could see our cruise ship off in the distance. And as we kept walking and winding through the streets, we couldn't find the end of the line. And when we finally found it, we looked at each other. There was a whole group of us, and we looked at each other and we thought, we are not going to make it back to this cruise ship. There's no way. This line is far too long, and there's only one lift that goes up and down. So we asked a few locals and we said, hey, is there any other way to get down to the harbor? And they kind of laughed and they said, yes, there's the stairs. So I want to show this to you. These are the stairs on the island of Santorini. And it's this switchback that goes down and down and down. And there's two angles. You can see on the right just how steep those stairs are. And it was funny because it's kind of one stair, there's maybe 6 feet, and then another stair, and you have to go down these stairs. And there's even donkeys that take you up and down. But there was this whole group of us, and we looked down this mountainside. It's so steep, you can see all these switchbacks. And essentially, we just kind of looked at each other. We didn't have a choice. We knew we had to get on that cruise ship. We had to get to the harbor by 9 p.m. And so it was dark at this point, and we knew we were going to have to take this journey down these stairs. And with these donkeys, uh, maybe to keep it appropriate, let's just say donkeys don't have any concept of restrooms, so they would relieve themselves, particularly around the beds. So here we were traversing these stairs filled with donkey doo-doo, trying to make our way down to this harbor, essentially to get back onto this cruise ship. And we really didn't have a choice. We knew we had to put one foot in front of the other. We knew exactly where we were going, and we knew that we could not quit. And the reason I share that is I can't help but think, you know, in our businesses, is when you start a business, essentially, you're kind of faced with the same obstacles. You have a journey ahead of you. You have switchbacks. It's going to be difficult. And even some days there's going to be donkey doo-doo in your way. And you have to make a choice. And that's one thing that I would say in 20 years in this industry, working with thousands of leaders and even starting Healthy Home, you have to know two things. You have to know exactly where you're going. You need to know your why. What is going to drive you through the difficult times? What's going to make sure that you can make it past the switchbacks and the donkey doo-doo. And then essentially you cannot stop until you get there. You cannot give up. And that's the great secret to entrepreneurship. That's the reality, is if you know where you're going and you don't quit, that's the only way you're going to get there. And history is full of these. We've all heard of Steve Jobs, but you may not know an individual by the name of Ronald Wayne. Ronald Wayne was the man circled here in the center. He was an original founder of Apple. And in the early days, this is in the late 70s, early 80s, it was difficult. They didn't quite know where they were going. They hadn't landed any big deals yet. They were still working out of that garage. And Ronald Wayne essentially got cold feet. He's like, this is really difficult, and decided to give up. And he sold 10%, his 10% stake in Apple for $800. Today, that would be worth 40 billion with a B dollars. And so it's a great example of Ronald Wayne didn't have the vision. He didn't have his why. He didn't know where he was going on that journey. And so he lost out on the biggest opportunity of his life. And then you have someone like John Antioco. Now, we've probably heard of Reed Hastings. He's the CEO of Netflix. But John here had Reed into a meeting. He was the CEO of Blockbuster Video. Now, if there's any young people on this call, ask your parents what a Blockbuster Video is. But for the rest of us, we know exactly what Blockbuster was. It was huge. But you talk about someone that didn't have vision of where his industry was going. And so Reed Hastings, essentially wanted to sell Netflix to Blockbuster for $50 million. And John laughed him out of the building, just laughed at him. And you talk about a missed opportunity because he didn't have vision. And so it comes down to those two things. If you have vision of what you want and you absolutely don't quit and you stick with it and you never give up, that's the secret to success. And history's full of these people that have missed opportunities. Now, here at Healthy Home, we are no different. As the CEO of this company, I know exactly where we want to go. We have a clear mission, a clear vision of changing homes around the world, one home at a time. And we do that through breakthrough natural products, through a unique opportunity, through our culture. But at the root of who we are, we want to create a healthier home for you and your family. So we know who we are and we know where we're going. And we also have absolutely no plans of giving up. We want to never stop doing what we're doing because we believe in this mission and we have a vision of where we're going. So already in 2025, you're going to see us invest in the future. You're going to see us continue to put out more communication, marketing tools to help you and your teams grow. In 2026, we're already planning ahead for the future. You're going to see new technology to help you grow your business, new products, improve customer experience, and even new markets to help support this mission. We want to invest in you and your future. So as we join you here from the beautiful island of Oahu, we want to make sure that you guys know we know who we are. Healthy Home knows where it's going, and Healthy Home absolutely is not going to give up. And we invite you to do the same. Don't give up. Continue what you're doing. Have a clear why, a clear vision of where you want to go, and you can do incredible things. I'm going to share this last thought with you. You can't have it both ways. You either sacrifice for your goals or sacrifice your goals. The difference isn't what you want, it's what you're willing to give up. Winners pay the price, everyone else complains about the cost. Decide today which one you are. I hope each and every one of you thinks about that and thinks, I want to make the sacrifice to get to my dreams, to get to my why, and I will not give up. And I will continue to do this until I am able to be where I want to be. Thank you so much.